Oh, well, there we are. How you doing, everybody? Happy Sunday. It's so good to see you all. How have you been? It has been it has been a week since I last played Planescape, and I've thought a lot about the game, and I think I know what I'm gonna do today, but I guess we'll see in due time. Glorp indeed, glorp indeed. Glorp my Pride Month brains and other stuff. That is true, that is true. Happy Pride Month. How you all doing? How you all doing today? It's, as I said, it's wonderful to see you all. That is so true. You know, you have such a way with words, Piri. That is so true. Meow, meow indeed. I'll be switching on to the game pretty soon here, but I'm taking it slow. Today has been... Wait, give me a second. I need to lower the music on my headphones, otherwise I can't hear myself thinking. Today has been exceptionally chill on my side. I had some grilled toast with like butter and avocados for breakfast with some egg on the side, because we love some egg, and incredible amounts of coffee that have woken me up, but even so I'm feeling pretty relaxed. It's a coffee streamy when there's a meow. That's true, yeah. It's not a coffee stream if we don't meow at least 100 times. That is very true. I was thinking, man, how could my day get any better? And then I saw your live notification. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you feel that way. And it's good to see you here. I suppose I feel the same way when I see y'all in chat. Whenever I start stream and I see a couple people in chat already, that definitely brightens my day too. It definitely means a lot. I'm being cooked by the sun, finally. What do you mean? Are you in direct sunlight right now? That's awesome. If that's a good thing, I'm happy for you. I spent the second half of my day yesterday in the sun too. I was after I went to the mall in the morning, I bought a couple of books. I ate at Chili's, as you would, and when I got back home, my dad was helping me power wash my roof, because we're treating it for leaks again. It's something we have to do every year. And yeah, it was nice. It was a nice relaxing day yesterday too. I streamed to one person for an hour yesterday before my power... Oh no, I'm sorry your power went out. That's too bad. Was taking off my hoodie just now because it's warming up a little bit. But I hope you weren't... I hope you didn't have to spend too long without power. That's no fun. Briefly? Okay, well that's a good thing at least. I'm sure since you are very much musically inclined, you find ways to have fun without power, but it's still no fun. I'm glad it was only briefly. Glorp indeed, yeah. Absolutely. We're absolutely glorping today. Sorry, the words are not coming out of my mouth for some reason. I just cut the stream short, though, because I broke my VOD. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I do the same thing that you do. I upload my VODs to YouTube later after the stream. And whenever the VODs get cut, it's a pain, because you either... Oh shit. I'm jinxing my stream. I'm seeing my frames drop incrementally. Okay, it has stabilized, never mind. But whenever the streams get cut, you have a couple options. You either keep streaming and you then edit it to like, well, compensate for the brief moment that you weren't able to stream, or you just don't upload it. It's a pain because I always have to like, I try and, well, edit it together, but it takes a long time to do so. Because then you have to render the video and it's always like a few hours long. I've drawn the fire a little differently. I go changes. Yippee. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But really, it's no excuse. I should download DaVinci. DaVinci Resolve is really easy to use. Well, I've been using it for a few years now, and I absolutely love it. If you have any questions, I can probably help with the more simpler stuff. I just didn't know if I was going to happen again. Yeah, absolutely. That's a big deterrent for me too. Whenever I'm having power or internet issues, it's a good call to just, well, call it most of the time. You're right. Because, yeah, you just don't know if it's going to happen again. And, yeah, absolutely. I get that. I absolutely get that. It is frustrating, yeah. Tell me about it. I still don't have a new internet company. I'm still looking into it, but I have like other things that are more of a priority right now.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Well, let me exit this place, because this place has like intense music. And I can't think through it. Actually, let me pause while I keep talking, because I feel a little chatty at the moment. But yeah, I absolutely understand that. Internet troubles and like power troubles are such a pain when it comes to streaming. I'm still thinking, should I still commit the thing? Just weeks going by, I still haven't. What is the thing though? Is it like more art? Because if you're talking about art, I would say the absolute classic hell yeah. And also give me a second, I think my mic's not being picked up by my PNG software. I need to fix that. Bada bing, bada boom. Testing. Okay, it's now being picked up a lot better. I needed to adjust one of these sliders. But yeah, if you're thinking about committing to art, why not? Hell yeah. I hope. I mean.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
I wonder if that's the thing you're talking about.
I must rest. My blade has shifted.
Okay, so immediately after booting up the game, I'm faced with DAC on level up. So that's nice. That's nice. Let's see. So let's catch up with my journal. So I need to do this. I'm pretty sure I need to do this. Find the portal key to Ravel's Maze. I think I know where that's located, and that's because I must confess, in between last Sunday and today, I did do some Googling, only because I am so extremely lost in this game. So I have an idea as to where the key is, and it is in the brothel. So I need to go back there today at some point. But I do not have the clear answer as to what I need to do. What I do know is that I need to keep doing side quests. So I don't know the spoiler, but I am on track on what I need to do. Yo, Kos, welcome in. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I tested out the new mic setup on stream, and that was a complete... Oh, nice! Hell yeah, new mic. What kind of mic did you get? That's awesome. New mics make such a huge difference. It's so much fun to play around with too. Just got back from my HG's house, going to my little cousin's birthday today. Oh hell yeah! I hope it's fun. I hope you're having a good one. Tired as fuck, but doing good. Hell yeah. Oh, homegirls. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. I can't complain. It's honestly been a really pleasant weekend on my side, and it's been really relaxing overall. So I really can't complain. I'm happy too. I'm glad you're doing good. Glad to see you. I hope the birthday's a lot of fun today. So I guess I wonder where I should start today. Like, I have an idea of what I need to do, but there's so many directions I can go in. Um, I guess I could go to the brothel first. There is someone I know I need to speak to progress the questline. So I guess let's do that first since it's like the clearest path forward.
All right.
Oh, this is the person I need to talk to. So apparently this person, I don't remember when we learned it exactly. It must have been in one of the previous 2 streams. But this person is related to Ravel Puzzlewell, which is the main person we've been looking for like the past 5 streams or so. So I think if we talk to her, we'll get something in relation to that. But first, I think we need to clear our inventory a little bit. We do have a handkerchief here, which we need to, well, have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Dakon a few things, just to have some space for that. And, let's see here. Healing Scroll, Dionaro's Legacy. I'll give these to Dakon too. Also, I don't remember what this is. Disturbing gurgling sound occasionally comes from the stone. Lump of stone is much lighter than it looks. It might be the petrified organ of some creature, although this lump has a stone texture. It is extremely pliant, like a sponge for some reason. Just looking at it makes you hungry. I remember reading that, but I don't remember what to do exactly. I guess I have to identify it at some point. Mace, I can give that to. I'm not using mace. At least not for now. Alright. Let's take the handkerchief and speak to Karis. Or Kisai, I guess. Kisai Saris smiles warmly as you draw near her, pushing a wavy lock of hair away from her bright crimson eyes. Well, greetings once again. Something I can do for you? Let's see. I had some questions. Kasai blinks her crimson eyes at you, awaiting your answer. Okay, so it seems like we can ask about Ravel now, so let's see where that takes us. No, nothing. Are you sure? You seem suddenly upset. She narrows her red eyes at you. Of course I am. Don't ask me of her again. So that's odd. Because I think this is definitely the lead we need to get closer to Ravel. But that doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Let's see here. What are you? Kesai shakes her head. What, can't you tell? She draws herself up, thrusting her ample bosom towards you. A woman. She raises an eyebrow. I can see my answer doesn't please you. I'm plain touched, actually. Like your friend here. Kesai indicates Anna. That's all you need to know. Okay. What are you doing here? Entertaining your question, it seems. She winks at you. Really, though, I'm a student of Mistress Grace's. I'm a student of Mistress Grace's. All the prostitutes in the brothel are here. A student? That's right, the brothel is actually a school for women who are thinking of becoming sensates. Ramen time? Hell yeah, I enjoy that ramen. Mistress Grace teaches us the ways of language so that we can better identify with ourselves and those around us. It lets us experience a plane more fully, you know. Tell me about the sunsets. It's beginning to be a beautiful day outside. I'm glad to hear. How's the weather looking? It's been raining here, but we kind of need it because it's been insanely hot recently. Got up hella early, so this is my lunch. Nice. Raining here too? Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear. I also got up really early today, like around 5. But to be fair, it's because my dogs woke me up as usual. I have 2 dogs, Rex and Lilo, and their bed is right next to my side of the bed. So whenever it's like time to wake up or whenever they have to go to the backyard, they always like stand on my side of the bed and push me until I wake up. So yeah, that's what happened today at like 5. It rained like 3 inches yesterday. Nice. Hell yeah, that's very much needed. I've been up since 5. The birds woke me up. Nice. Nice. I don't know about you guys, but like I don't set alarms cuz alarms like stress me out. But whenever the pets or like even birds like you said, wake me up, you kind of wake up in a good mood. At least that's how it works for me. I don't mind it at all when my pets push me around in the morning. It feels good. Before you go. That's true. That's true. The Society of Sensation believes that the multiverse can only be understood by experiencing it. The more you experience, the closer you are to understanding the dark of the multiverse. Intriguing, huh? I think I was born to be one. I just don't know things. Tell me about this place. Certainly, the brothel of slating intellectual lust is actually a school for women who are thinking of becoming sensates. The Mistress Grace teaches us the ways of language so that we can better identify ourselves and those around us. Okay, I think I already read this. I immediately forgot somehow. But let's ask her about Ravel again. I'm kind of confused because I feel like this is the path forward. But let's see something here. It depends. What sort of things do you do? There's a really happy thought. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, no. I don't know. Um, I know alarms are necessary sometimes because, like, if you need to be up by a certain hour, like, very strictly, that's the best way of ensuring it. But, like, I don't know. I like when my pets wake me up. It's a lot more. It's a lot. It's an easier transition from going to sleeping to awake. So, yeah. I know I've seen you play this before. But what is this about? No, that's fine. That's fine. This game is really cool. It's very. This game has a very introspective story. What I've learned is that it's based on the 2nd edition of D&D. So it's very much based on that multiverse. But it's about being a person who can't stay dead, basically. I've had multiple lives apparently, but I cannot remember my previous lives. And basically our journey, what we've been doing is trying to piece together what we've done on previous lives to basically find the source of the reason of why we can't, well, stay dead, basically. So we're basically stumbling around the city of Sigil, figuring out what we've done, relationships we've had in the past that we don't remember, and trying to, what's the phrase? What's the word? We're basically tracing the footsteps of our previous lives. It's pretty cool. It's very philosophical. Sometimes too much maybe. But very cool. A very cool story. So we ask Kasai, what do you do? And she says, talk of course, usually about dreams, often those erotic in nature, but not always. Kasai winks at you, smiling. So, would you like to tell me yours? Don't be shy. I've heard everything, you know. Nothing will shock or surprise me, and I so love to hear people's dreams. We can trade if you'd like to, but you must go first. I don't have dreams, actually. I want to play this now because that's the type of stuff I like. It's very interesting. It is very interesting. I like it because it feels a lot like a visual novel in a way. There is combat and fighting, but at least I feel like that's not the main focus of the game. The main thing of the game is telling its story, and that is very interesting. It's very well written too. It very much feels like a book. I don't have dreams actually. Kisai arches her eyebrows in surprise. Truly. How sad. Even fiends and devas dream. You know, are you certain you don't? Quite certain. No dreams at all. Too peculiar. I'm at a loss as to what to say. Well, I did have some questions. She still doesn't want to talk about Ravel. Okay, so I guess we gotta do more side questing before we, well, speak to her again. So I have an idea. This is gonna involve a lot of reading, so this might be a little bit tiring,
We need to say upkeep now.
but I think I'd rather do this at the start of the stream rather than later when I'm tired. So let's do some reading. I think I need to interact with some more of the, what are they called? Sensorium spheres, to get some more exposition on Ravel and the keys to reaching her. So just a heads up, this is going to be a lot of reading. Why the fuck is my boob so itchy? Yeah, I'd say do it now. Yeah. Oh, this is really random. Understandable, you know. The universe has some mysteries that bear answering, I suppose. How can you help me? Okay, let's go to the, I think it's the private sensorium. Yeah. So we experienced this sphere, I think, a couple streams ago. But due to how long the reading was, I was like deterred from checking out the rest. But I guess let's do that now. Let's go for the pink one first. I don't know why. The pink one is calling to me. So let's check that out. Alright. Bear with me. It's kind of still early in the morning. And I guess my voice is a little raspy. But let's read. Let's learn. The inscription around the base of this sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience. A week-long hunting trek across the forest of Arborea. Begin sensation. So just a little bit of context before I go in. From what I understand, the sensory stones are like crystallized experiences from people who have either died or, well, shared their experience with the stone. The stone is a sort of way to preserve experiences from your perspective, including things like things you see and feel. So that's what we're about to experience. Someone else's experiences, so to speak. Begin sensation. You're standing in a circle of white tents, deep in the woods, somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Continue experience. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear that slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings. Oh, greetings, greetings. So good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silenced. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, you don't know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice be damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that called me an incarnation. Ha! Burned them all. I did. All I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke lies, and nothing more. Both about the man who forgets himself, other incarnations, of preserving their experiences in writing, so later lives could benefit. Thieves. It's my life. Mine. You all want to steal my body, and you won't have it. So you're the one of my earlier incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away. If you'd put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? Is this the same thing? They spoke lies and nothing more. Filth about the man who forget. Okay, yeah, this is the same. Where am I? Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap. It's... I realize that killing you, body thieves, might not be enough. I might have to trap you and snare you for your eternity. You may have realized by now that there is no way out of this sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in. Good luck. Quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles evilly. Okay, so, it appears that we have been trapped by trying to experience the sensory stone. Okay, I have the option to try and end the experience. I'm assuming that this is not going to work, so I'm just going to ask some questions first, since we're stuck here anyway. I have some questions then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away. Save for a few tufts of hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. Did you create the trapped dodecahedron? I don't know what you're babbling about. Alright, it was me. Okay, so on one sentence he denies it, and the other he just confirms it. Yo, Hunter, how you doing? Happy Sunday. How's it going? Brilliant, wasn't it? Did you play with it a bit? Lose a finger or an eye, I hope? Clever, but I opened and read the thing just the same. Your earlier incarnation looks horrified. No, impossible. No one reads the language it was written in. I slew the one man who understood it, after he had taught me. Dead language, dead linguist. A match made in death's halls. Hmm. How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but my own would set it off. Doing well? Hell yeah, glad to hear. How was yesterday's stream? I was basically offline yesterday doing errands and stuff. But what games did you play? I know usually you play horror on Saturdays. So there are actually two sensations within the stone. Yes, that of the Arborean hunting trip and that of this trap. He looks suddenly wary of you. Why? Try to force your way into the other sensation through sheer willpower. Okay, let's do that. You try to escape the experience, but nothing comes of it. Your earlier incarnation doubles over with a mocking laughter. Surrender. You'll never escape. You may as well lay down and wait to fade away to nothing. I am the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. I have some questions for you then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Okay, I read this before. Okay, I asked this question. I guess how did you make this trap? Okay, I did ask that too. Let's ask about the tattoos then. Did you put those tattoos on? No, he looks distraught. That one incarnation, that practical one, did. I've tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with the tattoo still on them. I have tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them. But why? His eyes flicker uncomfortably. It is maddening to feel the eyes upon you, reading your body like a book. I guess I'm gonna read the tattoos since it bothers him so much. His eyes grow wild. Stop that! Stop reading me! He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you. Keep reading them. The figure's eyes grow even wilder. Stop! Stop now! I'm warning you. He turns away from huddling up to cover more of his body. You see on his back a list of tattooed warnings that Mort once read you at the mortuary. There is, however, one line at the bottom that Mort had neglected to read aloud. Don't trust the school. Your previous incarnation grows more and more frantic as you keep peering at him. I'm warning you. For the last time, stop. You can't threaten me. Your recorded memory and apparition, I'll just keep reading them until you let me out of here. Okay, I guess that's the way out. He howls like a madman, thrashing wildly, clawing out his arms and frothing at the mouth. Out. Out, 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 out. And like that, everything ends. You find yourself standing in the sensorium once more, slightly befuddled, but quite unharmed. Okay, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting to find a previous incarnation in that one. I think I'll have to do that again, because there were other options I didn't do, but I can run through the dialogue pretty quick. I played a few small games in Repo, and Helldivers 2 as well. Those took up most of my time. Oh, you reached 700, hell yeah. Congrats, Hunter, that's awesome. That is amazing. For those of you who don't know Hunter, absolutely check out his streams. He is a very fun streamer, plays a lot of fun games, and it's always a fun time, so definitely check him out. That's awesome. Hell yeah, congrats. I need to re-download Helldivers 2 sometime. I miss playing that. Sorry, I'm typing something and I can't. OBS is trying to help me, but it's making it difficult. Finally, there it is. All right. Go follow Hunter if you haven't.
I mean, you shake a leg.
Alright, let's actually, before I read this one, let me re-experience this one and just run through the dialogue. Let's see. Oh, I can't do it again. Okay. Oh, well, I guess that's that. No worries, thank you for hanging out here. I really appreciate it. I still need to sing too, and Helldivers is too large. 180 gigab. Oh wow, that is big. Yeah. Damn, that is big. I don't know what else to say. Why is it that? I don't know. I used to like the laptop I used to stream off of was like 500 gigs, and the desktop I stream off of nowadays is 900. And for some reason, it doesn't matter how much space I have on my computers. I'm always like at the 100 gigabyte mark. that's what I like always am stuck at. But I need to buy another hard drive at some point. I need more space for games like that, because right now I have this game installed, of course. I have the Silent Hills, RuneScape, and I guess a bunch of indie games. But like I need more space because I've been meaning to go back to Final Fantasy 14, and that's also another big game. But yeah. I need more space, basically. Me with usually 100 gigabytes. Yeah, that's me. Like, I think I'm at like 100 something, but usually that's me too. It's a struggle. I don't know why. It's like, and I also uninstall most of the big games. I uninstalled a couple months ago Final Fantasy 14 because of it, and I kind of regret it because that's like a peaceful game I sometimes play before work. What else did I uninstall? I uninstalled Helldivers at least a year ago, I think. Oh yeah, and Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is another big one, but it's not as big as that. But I also uninstalled that one and plan to install it soon, hopefully, when another update comes around. But yeah, it's always a struggle. We're always on living on that sub 100 gigabyte mark. That's where we live. This sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal. It rests upon an inscription. Beneath it, it reads, "The Messenger." Alright, begin sensation. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing its brightness, becoming more than you can bear. So much so, you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as a false sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels like a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to... what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic, beginning to well up within you. Try and get your bearings. Awake now, are you? A questioning... Wait, what? Questioning Allah done? The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy. as if trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman. But you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue. And your eyes? What's wrong with your eyes? Listen. Now see me, you did. Spoke you did. And poorly. But the price have you paid, The crone sounds amused. Then her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions now. You will listen. And you will... Wait, what? Oh, you will remember my words. For in minding me, you shall live, she hisses. Not if you hear me, or another bit shall I take. Oh. So I assume she's like taking part of our sensations, like our eyes, our tongue and stuff. So that's why we can only listen. We can't like speak properly. Okay, I'll nod. Remember me, traveler. Remember me to a stone. One of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it. And know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories he has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak. My precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again. Nod if you hear me, ragged thing. Nod. Pretty polite to listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice tails off, as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there is only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Okay, yeah, this is what I was about to say. I didn't see this. But I was about to say I think we're talking to Ravel here. But interesting, yeah, that's true. Ravel it is.
Updated my journal.
There is silence. Ravel? My precious man. There is a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely you can see, with your one and only eye. Meow indeed. Yo, son, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. You lie in a gray hut upon a dirty floor where your bright red blood has seeped into the surrounding gray dust. Your arms are gone. Your legs have been hacked off. Yet, you feel numbed. And there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. You got art going? Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear. Art it up, I say. Art it up. Well, how you doing, son? Happy Sunday. What are you up to today? And how have you been? It's been a little bit. I haven't been able to stop by, but I think I saw you go live pretty recently. I think I got a live notification maybe last weekend or something. Look up. As you look up through your bloody, blurred vision, you see a horrid, bluish-gray face, grinning with yellowed tusks. Ravel is pleased. Wondering I was if the messenger would make it, for weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball to the right. Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems. In our time together has he shared. And now you have come. Success. Bought Final Fantasy XIV yesterday. We'll be getting into it this day. I've been doing tests. Nice, hell yeah. So Final Fantasy XIV, are you playing the MMO? That's what you're playing, right? Oh hell yeah, you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. Okay, so this is more incentive for me to get back to it. Cool. Okay, I'm down to see that. I'm down to watch you play it. I'm pretty much a noob at the game still, but I really enjoy it. And I have one other friend that plays. So, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'm happy to hear that. Ravel, I have many questions for you. 14 is such a good game. Apart from old school RuneScape, there are not a whole lot of MMOs I play. I've played OSRS and I've played Guild Wars 2. But yeah, I had a lot of fun in the short time I played 14. It's such a beautiful game. I hope you like it. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her grayish hair is like brambles, drifting down her shoulders. No. Only time for answers. Wait, what? No. Only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong, you must find me, my precious man. But how? I do not know.
Updated my journal.
I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now shush and listen, for there is much you must do. To find me, 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Door? The door is a finished thing, and you carry it with you now. Oh. Wait, what? The door is a finished thing, and you carry it with you now. Okay, I feel like I need to write this down because I'm about to forget this later. Grabbing my notebook. Okay, so apparently whatever door there is to reach Ravel, I already have it. So that's interesting because I didn't know that. Very good, very clever, my precious man. One part of the finding Ravel do you have? Ravel, I know that the piece is a key of you, but I don't know how to find it. The key is of me. It is not? Not? Eh? The crone hisses as if trying to gather her thoughts, and your vision blurs again. No picture it is, no tale, no stone. But the key is something of me, a labor of my own flesh and blood. Seek it. Lives, it does. Okay. That I know, and I think I know what the key is. I think the key is the person we talked to at the start of the stream. Which is Kasai Saris, because if I remember correctly, she is the daughter of Ravel. So we need to speak to her again after this. What door do you speak of? Okay, she won't tell me what the door is, but she did say I have it in my inventory apparently, so that's interesting, because that I did not know. Unlock the key, what do you mean? Knowing the key is not enough, so Rabble thinks, knowing and unlocking it, two tasks that must be joined, for at times, a thing knows not its nature, but you are no stranger to that. Rabble cackles, a long hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Let's see. Rabble, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience? Of stones and experiences, and telling will Rabble do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. She speaks soothingly. Many are the branchings and twistings of Rabble, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Okay, so I guess we asked all the questions available. I think we can leave. Farewell, Rabble. Return. I will give what help I can. Rabble gives a final smile. A horrible yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing. But in the end, only one question remains. What do you mean, Rabble? Only one question, this I ask. Rabble's eyes blaze like fires, the red light turning her face blood red. What can change the nature of a man? At the question, you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Your vision clears until you are standing once again, before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try to shake off the experience. Alright, I think I know where we need to go now. Doggy emote pack? Hell yeah, we love the dogs. We love the pups.
I'm gone.
You know it. That is a goated emo pack. Thank you for sharing. I'm a really big fan of like having the emotes be displayed like that on my stream, having them be enlarged. Thank you for blessing us with the puppies. That is absolutely beautiful.
Skills are most impressive, Darkon.
They are but specks upon Zerthamon's path.
Alright, let's go to Kesai. I'm gonna save before I do, because I think we made a decent amount of progress just now. Okay, it seems like I'm live again. Alright, let's boot up Planescape again. Sorry once again for the stream interruption. I unfortunately can't help it. It's the I don't know if it was my internet or Twitch itself, because when I restarted OBS, it said something about Twitch's API. So I'm not sure if it's on. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'm back. I'm booting up the game again. But how you doing, Horse? How's it going? It's good to see you. And thank you everyone once again for sticking by. Alright, so before everything crashed, I at least saved the game, so I'm right where I left off a second ago. But yeah, let's speak to Quell once again. Alright, so I had some questions. Let's see if I can ask him about Ravel. We can. I don't know if he's gonna say anything different though, because of us interacting with the stone. So let's see. What do you know of Ravel? At the mention of her name, he swallows the candy he's sucking on, with a loud gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell at all? Such things, such tales are best left in dusty books and in the attics of old men's minds. Evil, evil, such a name, such a name. And such dark tales swarm about it like flies on a corpse. Just the same, I need you to tell me. He rolls his eyes, plopping another candy in his mouth. She's a night hag, my boy, who came to Sigil, all evil and cackles. She was alive with her shadow magic, ready to butt heads with the Lady of Pain. Barmy, barmy, barmy old hag, only succeeding in getting herself mazed. She's likely dead by now. How might I find her? Why would you ask such a thing? Are you mad? What could you possibly want with the evil creature? She knows something about my past. Doubtful. She was mazed many centuries ago, gone. Penned in the dead book, she is. And even if she were somehow still clutching to life with her blackened bloody talons, what could she possibly know about you? If she wasn't the spitting image of cackling evil that is and even willing to help you. Let me sip my tea before I keep reading. By Lesh's 6 teats and her soul and tummy, what a flickering candle of hope hurled into the howling winds of pandemonium that is. Don't be any more a fool than you need to be. I must still seek her out whether she's dead or alive. So if she's dead, as she most likely is, then what is your plan, may I ask? You have everything all figured out, do you? Quell is just blowing words out of his pits. Nonsense. Nothing. What do you plan to do if she's in the dead book, eh? I don't know, I'll figure it out. That's the best plan I've ever heard. Pure, blinding, white genius of an idea. No idea how to get into the maze, no idea how to get out. No idea what to do if she's dead. Certainly no idea what to do if she's alive. Might as well be talking to for all the barmy foolishness you're spouting out. Can you tell me how to get to her maze? Have you not listened to a word I've said? She's imprisoned in an interdimensional maze for trying to best the Lady of Pain. That means she's at least 10 times as barmy as you, and at least 100 times more powerful. She's also most likely dead. Dead, thrice dead, is by some happenstance she isn't, she'll make you dead. I understand, but I really need your help. Can you tell me how to reach her, or not? Quell goes quiet, chewing on his lip. After a moment, he fishes around in his tunic for a mint, then plops it into his mouth. You're serious? Serious now? Why so serious? So Bator bent, and meal stubborn, he sighs. Well, born clueless, die clueless. Yes? All mazes have portals. This much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. This is how the lady fashions them. I do not know the portal, its location, or even its form, but I am told the key is a piece of ravel. A piece of ravel, but if ravel is maze, then how am I supposed to? Then you'll have to make do. Find something that has ravel's taint in it, mayhap. That is all I know. All. Bother me no more about it. If you want to go pestering someone about something like that, go to the brothel of slating intellectual lust. One of the ladies there is bound to have met someone or know something that'll help. Okay. Alright, so we do need to go to the brothel at least. That much I know for certain now. But that's interesting though, because Kesai does not want to talk about Ravel. So even if she is related to Ravel, it seems like I can't just talk to her right now. So let's see, who have I not completely talked to? I'm pretty sure we spoke to the Modrons before. Let's bother Nenny. Let's see what she says. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny. And how are you? This fine... Oh, we've met before. She giggles and smiles gleefully at you. I'm sorry. I knew you looked familiar, though. That's alright, I had some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? No, sorry. That's a great name, though, huh? I'll bet she's a really interesting person. Hey, you should ask Ives about her. Ives collects all kinds of stories. Okay, so let's speak to Ives. Let's see if this is the lead we need. Ives smiles pleasantly at you. Greetings again. Have you come to trade tales? Yes, I have. Or actually, no. I have other questions. Let's see. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? The tale of Ravel Puzzlewell, frightener of children, begins and ends with a question. What can change the nature of a man? Go on. Many were the times she posed this riddle to those who approached her. Those who sought to glean from her strange magics that she alone seemed to possess. All attempted to answer her query, but to no avail, and she found the price of their wrong answer to be some horrible fate, always more terrible than the last victims. To recount their various torments... They said the thing! To recount their various torments would be to speak of things that nightmares are woven from. Go on. The tale strikes me in this way. Ravel herself knew not the answer to this question, but she lusted for such an answer. Only the why of the matter remained in question. But why did the nature of man matter to one of the Grey Sisters, especially to one with of such power as Ravel? It is said that she put the answer to the Lady of Pain. Not directly, but shouted it to Sigil itself, daring for the lady to answer. When no reply was forthcoming, she wove terrible magics that threatened to open the cage, and let the fury of the plains roll in like a wave. Go on. She received no answer other than banishment. To this day, no one knows the answer to Ravel's question, and now there is no one to petition, for Ravel herself is gone, lost to the plains. Wait, there is more. Though my tale ends with Ravel's demise, there are some that claim that the hag still lives. There is a silent prostitute here who once talked of such things, but she speaks no longer. If she would speak to you, she might tell you more of Ravel. What else can you tell me about this silent prostitute? Echo? Ives frowns, thinking. I once heard a tale of a girl who knew the word that, if spoken, would undo the multiverse. Perhaps this is Echo. Ask Delora, though. I understand that she sometimes meets with one who knew Echo before she stopped speaking. Alright, so let's speak to Delora then. I'm not sure if we're on the right path, but it sure seems like it right now. Let's keep trying to find out what happened here. Delora's face seems to brighten when she sees you. Greetings again. How may I serve you? Actually, I had some questions. Of course, I will answer what I can. I guess I can ask about Ravel. I want to ask about Echo, but maybe this is related? I mean, maybe this leads me to that, is what I'm guessing. I know that she was, or is, should still be numbered among the living. A night hag of great power, and inestimable, inestimable evil. The Lady of Pain banished her to an extra-dimensional prison for crimes against the city of Sigil. You would do well to speak to Ives of her. She knows a great many tales and can likely tell you Ravels. Okay. So... I want to ask about Echo, though. I guess let's exhaust all her dialogue and see if we learn anything. I was hoping to learn more about your nature. Delora blinks. Merriman never told me much regarding my construction. I know little of the inner workings of my body, much as you likely know little of yours. Outwardly, though, I am human. I am a human woman in all respects, save for the texture and temperature of my flesh. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Let's ask other questions. And just how might you serve me, Delora? She blinks her eyes and touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently. If that is your wish, I am also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Debate, you say? Delora nods. That is correct. I am neither a tome or a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions of their effect on Sigillian politics, the most effective battles, stratagems, and warring... wait. The most effective battle stratagems for warring in Archeron, the meaning of existence itself, I would be most pleased to choose a counterpoint to engage you in debate. Let's see. Choose a topic. You choose a topic and begin. At first you seem to be holding up fine, but in time your position crumbles as Delora crushes one of your arguments after another with her infallible sense of logic. She seems to take no joy in her victory, however, and merely offers, if you would like, we can debate once more upon the same topic. I could argue your position this time, should you desire it. Let's see. Wait, are you always so ruthless in debate? Delora nods. Mistress Grace instructed me to show no mercy for another of her students. Always allows a patron to win after a lengthy debate. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience for the clientele. Okay, let's see if we can play a game now, I guess. Whatever debate we had, I guess she destroyed me. That's pretty cool. Of course, is there anything in particular you wish to play? No, I don't really remember any games. Here then, allow me to show you one. Delora brings out a thin, lacquered box, which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The contents of the box prove to be a number of polished stone chips. Half of them black, half of them white. This game goes by many names. Shall I explain the rules to you? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is checkers, right? Delora explains to you that the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, how one bests one's opponent. It seems somehow faintly familiar to you. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? Yeah, let's. As you play, you come to realize that you've done so before. Even your best tricks, though, are nothing to Delora's well-calculating strategies. The game runs steadily downhill. Yo, Jack, thank you for the hydrate. I do appreciate it. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Until you are at last beaten entirely. She does not smile or gloat, however, but quietly begins to put the game away. You seem to possess a good understanding of the game. In time, you could become quite good. Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Jock. I am. It's been a pretty chill Sunday. A little bit of internet trouble, but nothing to stop me. It's been really chill actually. How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? Do you always play so mercilessly? Delora nods. Mistress Grace instructed me to hold nothing back for another of her students. Oh wait. I'm like skipping commas right now. Mistress Grace instructed me to hold nothing back for a number of her student plays, so her opponent will always just manage a win. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience, a true challenge, rather than something that might be more pleasing to one's ego. Okay, that makes sense. Farewell, Delora. So that's interesting. Delora hasn't said anything about Echo, which I'm a little bit confused about. Super chill here, just doing agility training in OSRS. Nice, hell yeah. I finally made it to, I think, level 89 mining. I'm so excited about it. It's taken forever. I think this next week I might make it to 90 if I'm lucky. But hell yeah, keep it up. I can't wait for y'all to stream OSRS again. That was really fun. It's also crazy to me how many quests you and Rai got done in one stream, because that was insanely productive. It takes me so long just to do one quest sometimes, even with quest helper and everything. Y'all are doing really good. Okay, I guess I'm gonna ask her to tell me about this place in hopes that she'll speak about Echo. Let's see what happens. We focused and got a ton done. Yeah, that was a lot of questing. That was amazing. Can you tell me about this place? Yes, I can. The brothel of slating intellectual lusts is a school. Its prostitutes are tutored in the ways of dialogue and verbal intercourse. That's a that's a funny phrase. I would recommend you speak with the establishment's proprietor, Mistress Grace, should you require a more enumerate explanation. Alright, so... I guess she doesn't speak about Echo, which is kind of confusing. Alright, let's read where I'm at with Echo's quest. Maybe that holds some answers. I have agreed to help Echo, one of the prostitutes in the brothel, regain her ability to speak. Let's see what we've learned of Echo recently. After telling me the tale of Ravel, Ives suggested that Echo, the silent prostitute, might know something more about her, but that first I'd have to get Echo to speak to me. An old lover of echoes. Okay, so I think this is where I need to focus on. I don't remember which stream I read this, but it seems like it was a while ago. One of the prostitutes suggested that I ask Delora about Echo, the silent prostitute. She said that Delora sometimes spoke to an old lover of Echoes, one who knew her before she stopped speaking. Delora told me that Echo, the silent prostitute, could not speak because her voice had been stolen and destroyed. She said that Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Paramecia. Paramecia, in a jealous rage, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it within a crystal vial, and hurled it into the Galamdraga's maw. Okay. Delora told me that Echo's voice is forever lost to her, and that only another, new voice could return to Echo. The ability to communicate once more. It's some tale, but Dolores says she got it from that Paramecia Paramore herself. I don't know how to pronounce so many of these words. Forgive me for anyone who does know and is an expert in D&D. Yeah, I'm, like, I can read, but I'm making up the pronunciation sometimes. And the intonation. Anyway. Okay, I need something to give Echo her voice back. I wonder... Okay, let's speak to Echo. Maybe we already have the item? I just...
We need to set up Kip now.
Let's speak to Echo. Let's see if she says anything new. Or, well, I guess she hints at anything new since she currently can't speak. Echo looks at you hopefully as you approach her, biting her lower lip. I still haven't found a way to give your voice again. Okay. So I can't give her voice back yet. That much is clear. Let's go downstairs, see if there's anything new. Let's speak to the caretaker. Greetings, sir. The man turns to Fall from Grace and... Greetings, Mistress Grace. Rest assured I'll keep the lady's sensory stones in order while you're away. The man turns back to you. If you'll excuse me, I have several things to tend to. Okay. So maybe, since Delora sort of knows Echo's, previous lover, maybe she knows, maybe her sensory stone holds secrets if we can interact with it at all. Let's try. The transparent bluish white stone held in a mesh engraved silver bands pulses with soft blue light. Inscribed in its base is the word Kesai Ceres. Okay, I can't interact with them, it seems like. Is it because I don't have permission? Because if so, maybe I need to... Maybe I need to speak to Falls from Grace, because she is the... what seems to be like the administrator of this place. Open dialogue window. No.
Yes.
I had some questions about our travels. Have you ever heard of the Night Hag Ravel? I am familiar with the name. Fall from Grace pauses and thinks for a moment. Rumors cluster thickly about that name, and most tend to discount her as a myth, but I suspect that she did exist and that she made quite an impression in the cage during her stay here. She looks puzzled. Why do you ask? I intend to seek her out. Grace raises an eyebrow. Truly? I find myself compelled to ask why. I need information that she has. Is this information available from no one else? I suspect that only Ravel possesses the knowledge I need.
Updated my journal.
Grace rests her hand lightly on your arm. Consider this. If Ravel does indeed exist, then she is extremely powerful and cunning. If a fraction of the stories of her activities are true, then she is a creature that has discovered a new meaning of evil. To search for her is not a quest to be undertaken lightly. I realize that. Well, I've never met a myth. This should be quite an outing, she smiles. Do you ever try doing anything else? Anything boring? I try not to. Do you know anything else about Ravel? She was said to be one of the hags of the Grey Waste, and that she was believed to possess powers and a cunning far beyond those of her sisters. She came to Sigil long ago, and in addition to the evils she committed during her stay, rumor has it that her actions threatened the cage itself. Now she primarily exists only in fiction, a figure in children's stories. Grace pauses. I imagine the Lady of Pain dealt with her, as all threats to Sigil are dealt with. Is there anyone else who might know about her?
Updated my journal.
Someone in the fest hall may know more of her.
Updated my journal.
What is the Grey Waste? A blighted plain that lies effectively between Bator and the Abyss. It is frequently a battleground in the Blood War. Okay, I had other questions.
Yes.
Can I read your diary? No. Please? Grace gives you a slight smile. A lady must have her secrets. Fair. That's a weird question anyway. Why did you set up the brothel? I established the brothel to give those lustful fevers that strike the mind more avenues of expression rather than simply carnal. Much pleasure can be had in conversation and engaging in the verbal arts with others. Okay, let's move on, I suppose. She did give me some answers, but nothing as to Echo's voice, at least. So, I don't know. At least according to the information that I've gathered at this point, I either have to find an item that will give Echo's voice back, or find whoever was her previous lover who I have no idea of.
I must rest.
Hey son, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Did you forget the notes too? I mean, did they end up here and you do not know? What do you mean? I'm confused on that. What notes? You mean the notes that I've left myself? Because I've found plenty of notes, but unless there's a specific one that I'm forgetting. Maybe Vivian knows something. That scholar who wanted the notes of his dad. I wonder if you lost yours. To that you're back there. Oh no, I did do that. You mean the linguist who was killed? I did do that. And I opened the dodecahedron. Yeah, I read all of this. It was a joke? Oh! I wonder if you lost yours to that you're back there. I'm still a little confused. But that's sort of the nature of this journey, I suppose.
We need to set up Kip now.
I must rest.
The last streams, whenever I came in, you were in the brothel. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the, well, the progress I need to make is here. I'm a little bit confused because... So Echo can't speak. Apparently Delora knows who her previous lover was, but she won't tell me. Okay. Let me leave for a moment. You should look around more in the Ward City underthing you're in, maybe? You mean like the lower ward? I don't remember very well, I suppose. I'm gonna go to the hive a second because I want to see... Oh wait, this is not the right place. Fuck. I want to see if I can buy some identify scrolls or something, because I have a few items that I don't have. The ward where the brothel is in. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I was just there. Where was the marketplace? Was it here? This is not the place. Anyway, I'll find it in a second. It's okay. Oh yeah, the clerk's ward. Is this the place? No, this is the place where I just was. Okay, anyway. God damn it. Sorry, I'm just a little lost and indecisive at the same time. But wasn't this where the shops were? I'm so confused. It is, right?
Right.
Am I crazy?
We need to set up Kip now.
No, it's not. This is not the market. Okay, anyway, let's... I'm gonna go to every single place I have on the map and we'll figure it out, I suppose. I'll find it in a second, I'm sure. So it's not this part of the hive, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's not these. It's not lingering size, so maybe the lower ward? Okay, yeah, it is. This is the market. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if any of these sell identify scrolls, but I'm gonna try. Let me see your wares. Nothing. I was kind of hoping I could find some identify scrolls because I have a few unidentified items in my inventory that I have a sneaking suspicion might help. You don't sell anything. Okay. Um. Alright. Well, nothing here at least. Let me save, because I'm pretty sure there's combat waiting outside for me. But, also, how you doing, son? How's your Sunday been?
Weapons.
I'm working on this thing.
Okay, the shadow was immune to weapons. That was kind of confusing for a bit.
Rest.
Alright. Oh, I don't think I've been in here. What's this? Oh, yeah, I have. This is the place where the zombie died, right? Yeah, this is. Okay, never mind. Okay. Yeah. I always say this, and it sounds like an excuse, but it's not. It's really confusing sometimes playing games one day a week,
Done.
because this tends to happen. But I feel like, I feel like that's not true. This is kind of a confusing game on its own, so. Not in a bad way, mind you. Just like in a puzzle kind of way. Alright, let me see what kind of spells I can mess around with.
In enduring, grow strong.
Aye.
What's up?
Yes.
Okay, nothing. Yeah, nothing I can really mess around with right now. I was kind of hoping to
I'm
see
gone.
if,
Right. We need to set up Kip.
I wasn't even using my weapon this whole time. What the hell?
I must rest.
Anyway, Planescape players are Planescape players that watch my streams or VODs
I'm gone.
gotta be so mad at me right now because I don't think I've been using my weapon this whole playthrough, and I'm like close to 50 hours in. Anyway, anyway, anyway. Oh, maybe I was. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Um, so where can I find or buy? I'd rather buy them. Identify scrolls. If I was an identify scroll, where would I be? This place won't open their door again. I also haven't spoken to everyone at the foundry, so maybe I should do that? Let's do that. Maybe, I doubt it, but maybe there's a chance I'll stumble onto Echo's questline somewhere in here.
I'm gone.
Right. We need to set up camp now.
I must
Let's speak to Godsman? Let's speak to them. Friend, I think you've managed to work that forge enough. Everyone believes you got some skill at it. Stand aside and let someone who really needs it use it at it. Okay.
I will hear you.
How may I help?
I'm gone.
Okay. I see a few characters here I haven't talked to. Let's speak to Sorosa first. You see a young woman. As you approach her, her eyes stare directly into yours. You get an uncomfortable feeling that she's not just examining your eye color. Her gaze seems to penetrate far deeper than that. Greetings, stranger. How goes your day? Well enough, I would like you to answer some questions for me. Why do you call me half man?
Updated my journal.
I call you half man because I cannot see your spirit. All other mortals who pass through my life show their spirits to me as a shining spark or a smoldering ember. You show nothing at all. I call you half man because I cannot see your spirit as I see those of others. Whether this is because you have no soul, or because you have transcended, I cannot say. One way or another, you are but half a man. But the other half is, I cannot say. I see then. Answer some questions for me. Who are you? I am Sorosa, daughter of Sandos, one of the factors of the Godsman. Tell me about your family. My brother Saros is a child of the Foundry, yet I fear he has never embraced the philosophy of the believers of the Source. My father is a factor here, and his travels had led him far and beyond. Wait, what? His travels had led him far from the Foundry, and into the realms most mortals never even dream of achieving. Tell me more of your brother. Saros is a brash, impulsive lad, easily given over by his manhood. He is eager to prove himself equal of anything on the plains, full of aggression of youth. I believe he feels himself more sensate the Godsman, further vindicating my belief that the sensates are most immature of all the factions of Sigil. Why are they most immature? Because like children, they do not understand that there is more beyond the world of senses, beyond what one can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. Look around you. You are in the outer planes. This is belief made solid, but that does not mean the seemingly rough matter can be comprehended by the senses. This is belief no more than physicality can match it. I see, speak of other matters to me. Okay, that's fine. Let's speak to Saros now. You see a sandy-haired youth. He's on the cusp between adolescence and adulthood. Give me a second, I need to close my window. Oh, it seems like we have a bot in chat. Let me take care of that too before I keep reading. Cool. Alright. Let me spam some emotes in chat just to... Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're banned, their message is cleared. You see a sandy-haired youth. He's on the cusp between adolescence and adulthood. And from his eyes, it looks like he's trying to be as adult as possible, without having the slightest idea how. In other words, he seems innocent. Hey stranger, what can I do for you? You can answer a few questions for me. Ask whatever you want. Tell me about yourself. Me, I'm Saros. I grew up around here. Got to run through the foundry, playing with stuff. I like pretty much everyone here, except for Thilden. He keeps saying I'm not raised right, and that my father is a poor parent. All I know is that Thilden is the biggest sod I ever met. I'm sure I had a few more questions. Tell me about the Great Foundry. I grew up here. I played in the main foundry area and ran through the barracks. It stinks and it's loud and people can be like Thilden, but it's still home for me. Tell me about the people here. They're smiths, workers. I think they mean well, but they're all so earnest and boring. They need to liven themselves up a bit. Like, say, the Sunsets. You like the Sunsets, huh? They know how to live life. They know what it's all about. Not like these people. They keep pretending there's some big noble purpose to it all, but I don't see it. My sister says that life is more than our senses show, but I don't see how she knows that, since all she knows is through her senses. I just don't get why people make this stuff up. Who's your sister, Sarosa? She can just look at someone and see what needs adding and what needs taking away. I don't know how she does it. My father always said it was something about her ascending to another level. She said she was born a godsman. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's speak to Keldor. I'm curious as to who Thilden is, because the name kind of rings a bell, but I don't know if I've met him. You see a sturdy man who looks like he's just bursting with vitality. His face is tanned and lined, and his black beard is beginning to show hints of white. Hail, stranger, and well met. What can I do for you on this fine day? I'd like to ask a few questions. Who are you? He smiles broadly. My friend, I'm Keldor of Durian, one of the factotums of the Godsmen, and nominally in charge of this place while our true higher-ups are gone in conclave. What can you tell me about this faction? He smiles, his face creasing in wrinkles. What would you like to know about us? What are the beliefs of this faction? We believe that the universe is a giant testing ground, a plane where we prove ourselves through a series of tests. These tests continue throughout your life, throughout your many lives, each step in each day may well be a test for you, and your reward is the next life, depends on how well you learn your lessons in this life. We believe that the body learns from experience, and that experience extends through your lives, making you into something greater than just a single life. So what's the point of it all? We're not entirely sure. After all, we haven't gotten to the end of it yet, have we? The best we can figure is that we muddle through our lives seeking to find answers that are right for us, and in the end, we move on to godhood and beyond. What waits there is anybody's guess. Alright, keep going. So life is a test, and we take the test. When we pass, we move on to a new form. This might be the form of Archon, of a fiend, or of a power. The choices we make in this life is always help chart our course. Whether we have free will or not is still under debate. He smiles. Of course I'm on the side of free will. I hate thinking that my choices have already been made for me. Alright, I have other questions. What do I get from being in the faction? That's a funny question. Okay, I guess I'm gonna ask that. What do I get for joining y'all? Well, aside from access to our excellent foundry room and board for you and your friends, special items and spells, and more favorable reaction from most folks you'll meet on the street, there's not much to recommend us. Of course, if you're planning on being with us merely for benefits, I'd have to counsel against it. Alright, I had some other questions. How do I join? I'm interested in the spells, cause, like, I need more spells. A sly smile creeps across his face. Well, first you'll have to renounce your Sunset membership. No! Not yet. That I'm not about to do. I think I still have business at the Sunset, so I'm not about to do that. Let's speak to this person, Nil Sander. You see a bushy-haired man, clad in the height of fashion, if you consider fashion to have died 50 years ago. His clothing seems to consist of tattered street urchin rags, and he seems to affect a disdainful manner towards those around him. Or that might be his actual manner. He doesn't even glance at you until you speak to him, and then his eyes begin searching your face carefully. Do you want something? Who are you? I am Nil Xander, great-grandson of the artificer Zero Xander, engineer, dreamer, creator. And I have finished his work, the work that you commissioned, the Dream Builder. Are you ready to claim the use of it now? Oh. Have we stumbled upon something that I requested on a previous life? 10 out of fucking 10? Hell yeah. I'm so happy to hear that, Horse. What plans do you have today after having a 10 out of 10 coffee? Also, be right back. Let me get some coffee myself. I'll be right back in a second. I'm not going to the be right back screen because it'll just be a second. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got more coffee too. This might be my third cup of coffee today. Um, but I can't help it. I can't help it. If I've had like two coffees and like by the afternoon we're still talking about coffee, I need a cup of coffee. Like the thought of it just compels me. Do your coffee prices go up that heavy as well? Um, yeah, I mean, coffee I think has gotten a little bit more expensive where I live, but I also buy local coffee, so it's not crazy expensive, I like to think. But yeah. Yeah, I think coffee that we import has definitely gotten a lot more expensive. Yes, indeed. Okay, so when I spoke to him like a couple minutes ago, he basically asked us if we're gonna claim the Dream Builder, which is something apparently we commissioned. I'm assuming this is something I commissioned on a previous life. So, yeah, let's see what that's about. A Dream Builder? What's that? It is both a machine and ritual. It is a state of mind and a construct of steam and blood. It grants dreams to those who enter its confines. It was built for you, and it's waiting for you. Are you ready to finish it off? It has been waiting for you for decades. Yeah, I want to see what that's about. Actually, how do you know it was built for me? Because my great-grandfather, Zeno Xander, set your face in stone so that we would know you when you returned for the work you commissioned. He always thought you'd returned, but no one else truly believed you would. Our family completed it because we said we would. And now here you are. Do you still have the stone? No, it was stolen from me a year ago. I saw only a shadow flitting away. It was the only item taken away from my home. I have no idea who'd take it, but I memorized the features. Alright, let's finish the Dream Builder. Ovo? Ovo indeed, Puri. Ovo indeed. Welcome back. Prices since 2020 went up like A little under 250%. That's a lot, yeah. That's a big percentage for what, 5 years? Ah, how you doing, Fury? Happy Sunday. How's it going? I overslept. That's okay. You deserve to oversleep. How you doing? How's your Sunday? Well, good morning to you. I'm sipping my coffee again. Fury and Fury, that's bound to cause confusion. Sometimes a little bit, but that's okay. But yeah, I think we've thought about that before here. Um, but I'm used to it now. It helps that Fury's and Fury's names are different lengths and different colors. That helps me a lot for sure. I was having a weird dream about an awkward Uber drive. Oh no, that sounds stressful. I'm kinda the Puri. True, you are the Puri. I hope wherever the Uber was taking you, you got there quickly. So that at least even if it was awkward, it didn't last too long. I hope it was chill, all in all. Home, hopefully. I woke up before we got there. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Uber driver might have just been taking you to being awake. Maybe he was driving through your dream state so that you would wake up. Maybe it was like a dream car that takes you from like one state of consciousness to another. It was a carpool ride, so we went to a bunch of random places. Interesting. I wish they would have finished that hitchhiking horror game. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Which one are you talking about? Since I've only been streaming 1 day a week recently, I haven't told you guys. But although that's kind of a lie because I've posted a few screenshots. But I've been playing through the Silent Hill series on my off time again, speaking of horror games. And I made it to Silent Hill 3 again, and it's been so much fun. Rides with strangers? Let me look that up. That sounds interesting. Has that project been cancelled? Oh, interesting. The premise of the game is pretty grim, yeah. Interesting. Sounds like an interesting concept. Hell yeah indeed. I tried starting Silent Hill 2 Remake, but that game is so tense, yeah. I loved it. I played the original recently, I finished it. And I gotta say, my perspective on the characters changes with each playthrough. Um, I think it's kind of in the nature of Silent Hill 2 to be like that because once you know the story, you just look at a certain character in a different light. I'm not gonna say who, because that's the point of the game. Uh, but God, once you get through that story, it always feels like a punch to the gut. It is so potent and well written. But yeah, if you can force yourself to get through the scares, I highly recommend it. It's so good. I got a shower and the poor cats are probably starving. Oh, gotcha. Speed be with you, Fury. Um, I hope you have a good day doing those things. I hope the cats are patient enough. Nothing had even happened. I'm just a baby. Well, Silent Hill 2 is very scary. Um, I think your fear, even if you hadn't seen too much yet, your fear is definitely apt. That is a really scary game, and the remake is really gross in a good way. Like it really enhances a lot of the body horror and tense moments, cause well, in the original game, the combat is a lot more clunky, and yeah, the remake feels a lot more fluid in that sense, which I think made the developers confident and add more enemies and tense moments. So I don't know. You're in for a fun time. It is scary, but you're in for a good time. The atmosphere is that. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. I'm going to the Pride picnic in a couple hours too. Nice. Hell yeah. Your shawl looks beautiful, Fury. Be absolutely proud to be there and wear it, because that looks beautiful. I hope you have an excellent picnic, and absolutely happy Pride to y'all. Don't know when I'm able to fight back. I'm mostly less scared of games. When I'm able Don't know when I'm able to fight back. I'm mostly less scared of games. Yeah, you said that before, son. How well, games don't really scare you that much, and that's fair. I feel like, for me at least, if it's a good story, I get very invested and scared. But I feel like I don't react as much to jump scares and stuff like that. But like Silent Hill 2's story itself, like putting the visual setting aside and everything, the story is just super. I don't know how to. It's horrifying. It is a very gut-wrenching story. How you said Amnesia was scary, and I was like, this game is chill. Amnesia is kind of tame for a horror game, yeah. I think the part of Amnesia that kind of got to me was the part where you have to like mess around with body parts and stuff. Like that kind of body horror does get to me 100%. Body horror is, I think, one of my weaknesses when it comes to like different horror genres. And I think that's absolutely the reason why I don't see myself playing Mortuary's Assistant, is because I'm very weak to body horror. I'm disgusted by body horror, not scared. Yeah, I'm disgusted and scared. Like, it is a scary image to me most of the time. I don't think it's the genre of horror that I'm most scared by. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know what other genre would scare me more. I guess it's like story dependent, but yeah. Did you ever play Night Security? No. I have it, but I haven't played it. Keiku bought it for me a while ago, actually. But I haven't played it. I'm pretty sure I have it. I don't remember exactly what you do in that game, but I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, I do have it. I looked it up to look at the, what's it called? the game poster, the game art. But yes, I do have it. I do have it. The developer for Night Security also has developed a bunch of horror games, right? Because I've seen their name a lot. Chilla's Art. You are on night shift in an office building and ascend it. And every floor gets spookier. Oh, I see. That's interesting. That sounds fun. I could probably play that at some point. I don't know why I haven't yet. Keiku bought it for me after all. It looks pretty scary though, judging by the screenshots I'm looking at. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen their name on other games. I don't remember the name of the others, but I'm pretty sure. Paper Bride? Okay, let me add another tab to my phone. I'm gonna look it up too. All of these I'm just adding to phone tabs, and I'll look through them. Paper Bride. This kind of looks like, what's that game? This happens like every stream. I'm trying to think of the name of a game and I forgot. The 2D Souls-like that you play as like a girl and something of Knights. Anyway, the art style kind of reminds me of that. I guess the portrait art style, because the in-game art style looks different. That does not really narrow it down. Fair. I'm not gonna remember the name of it. I know the game. I even own it, but I'm not gonna remember the name. It's fine. It's fine. You've recommended the game before to me. But yeah, I'm not gonna remember something that narrows it down really. Let me. I'm gonna read this just to keep making progress here. What I need to begin the final stages of the Dream Builder is a piece of your skin immersed in your blood, so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. It must be in a blue-green bottle to symbolize the dream sea on which you will float. Flesh and blood, I've given enough of that lately. Answer a question for me first. Flesh, blood, bottle. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I am gonna get it, but I want to see what the question is. I'm not interested in the question, actually. I think I have a good idea of those. Okay, so I need a bottle, huh? Oh, I have it right here. Containing a dark liquid. This looks like it. This looks like the bottle I need. What if I talk to him again? I don't know what I want to... Okay, do I just need to identify it? Because this looks like the thing. It's a green bottle with some dark liquid in it. And my flesh is technically this arm, so... Anyway, let's keep going.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
I must rest.
Did you take it to the tattooer yet? I did, yes. Sorry, sir, no one's allowed up here. The factor Sandos gets back. You can't go in. Okay. Yeah, I took it to the tattoo artist. They basically... I don't remember exactly what they said, but what they told me is stuff I kind of already knew about my previous life. But it was cool, it was interesting. I think most of the info they told me was information I got through other means prior to talking to them. I think they also said something about there possibly being more of my body parts scattered around that I could also bring to them. They hinted towards that, I believe. What's behind those guarded doors? I'm afraid that's a secret, sir, even for our valued faction members, unless you're involved in the project itself or unless you receive authorization from one of the higher-ups. We can't allow you in. Where can I find the higher-ups? Either Sandos or Keldor should be able to aid you in the matter. Keldor's in the main meeting hall, just through the door on the right side of the main foundry. Sandos can only be found in the rooms to the rear of the hall. Alright. Let's speak to Keldor once again just to see what he has to say about this. But I'm not going to join the foundry just yet because I'm pretty sure I'm not done working with the Sunset.
All right.
Well met, friend. What can I do for you? Answer some question, please. I'd like to see the secret project if I could. He smiles. Friend, I can't give that to you until you prove yourself friend of the Godsman. Okay. That's fair. I didn't expect as much. Alright, so let's go. I think my current goal in the game is to find some sort of way to identify some of the items I have in my inventory. Because I'm pretty sure this is what I need right now for the Dream Builder. And I also want to know what this is. I want to identify it, and I want to identify this too. I feel like doing so might get me further here.
Right. We need to say up Kip now.
I'm gone.
I must rest.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to the sunset. What's this? Ominous looking. Oh yeah, I came from there, never mind. Actually, you know what? I haven't been to one of the shops around here. I doubt it, but maybe the Curiosity Shop has
I'm gone.
something that can help me identify my items. Suncrown also did say I should check under sigils, so maybe I should do that. Maybe I should actually take some advice.
Perhaps we should talk. I've got nothing to say to you. Very well then.
Okay.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
Rashika gives a quick half bow. Welcome back. Here to buy something? Yes, I am. Let's see. Weapons and charms, exotic items. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Hammer of comminution? I don't know if that's how you say that word, but yeah. Interesting. Divine sensor. Yeah, nothing. Heart of the Foster. Ashes of Pabulum.
I must rest.
Let me ask about exotic items. Fiend's tongue, what does that do? You examine what appears to be a tongue floating in a jar of brine. Rashika frowns at it. This is the fiend's tongue. Cornigons, I think. But who really knows? It's said that placed into the mouth of any living thing, it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I'll take it. I can't believe this is what I've been looking for this whole time. I feel like I just got lucky. I'll take it. I'll give it to Echo. Rashika purrs, a wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Okay, farewell. Thank you. It means crushing things small. Well, fitting to a hammer. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah. That is fitting. Interesting. That's an interesting word. You know, even though I don't know that I will properly remember a lot of what I've learned with this game due to how my short-term memory functions, it is a game that would definitely expand your vocabulary. There is so much interesting writing in this game. It's honestly impressive. I've said it a lot before, but this game, I think this is the most book-like game I've ever played. And I've played an alright amount of visual novels, but like this is absolutely the most book-like one I've ever played. Where is Echo? Echo, where art thou? Oh, there you are. Echo looks at you hopefully as you approach her, biting her lower lip. I've gotten this fiend's tongue for you. She raises her eyebrow and gives you a skeptical look. I'm told that should you place it in your mouth, you'll regain the ability to communicate. She nods and takes the bottle from you. She gingerly picks out the severed tongue from the briny solution, and after staring at it for a moment, in disgust, places it in her mouth. Suddenly, her eyes widen, and there is a burst of reddish light from between her lips. Are you alright? Tasty? No, it sounds so gross. But, hey, it's magic, I suppose. If you think about it, if you think about the fact old games, like the really old stuff, was just text. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Echo opens her mouth, closes it, then opens it once more and speaks. I can speak again. Oh joy. I then damn thee to the darkest of pits, thou stench-ridden worm, kneel before me in supplication, insect. What the hell? Mort says, yikes. Eh? Echo yelps and covers her mouth with both hands. Her eyes are wide with panic. It must be the fiend's tongue.
Updated my journal.
Coffee, have you done your spring cleaning yet? No. I haven't done a deep clean recently. The most recent like deep clean that I did was close to New Year's. But it's about time. I have cleaned, just not like a super deep clean in a while. How about you? Have you gotten your spring clean gaming in motion? I need to get to it actually. It's about time. I'm still here. I've been playing Balatro on my phone. Nice. Hell yeah. Balatro seems like a lot of fun. I gotta give it a shot at some point. I saw Hunter play it not too long ago and it looks kind of addicting. If cleaning only was like Power Wash Simulator. Funnily enough, I was power washing yesterday. Believe it or not. Not in an effort to clean the house necessarily, but because I have to do that once a year. Houses here in Puerto Rico are built with like concrete, and the roofs are flat since we don't really get snow here. So the downside to that is that there needs to be like drainage for rain and stuff, and the consequence of that is that, well, you need to treat roofs like once a year or every couple of years for like leaks. So yeah, yesterday I was like power washing the roof with my dad, and I think next Saturday we're gonna apply the leak treatment to it just to keep it up to date and not have any surprises. Americans build their houses out of paper. True, yeah. I mean, when I lived in Colorado, that was a thing. Not paper, but what's it called? I forgot the name. It's like some sort of wood, but I forgot the name of it. But yeah, I mean, it's more what's the word? The way they do it is pretty efficient for like the weather they get a lot of the time. So it like saves money, but at the same time it can be built and maintained properly. The problem with concrete, because there's also problems with the way that we build houses, is that it feels like it absorbs the heat in the summer, and for like hot temperatures this is not ideal. It's helped with the fact that some houses like mine have a higher ceiling, but like anyway, it both ways have their virtues and flaws. You can punch your walls in with a fist if you try that. Here, your fist bones would break. Yeah, same here. Same here. It's fascinating though how well, different cultures build their houses differently. I'm sipping my coffee once again. I'm also sipping my coffee. Nice. That 10 out of 10 coffee. Mine's pretty good too. I feel like my coffee is always a 10 out of 10, and I don't say that as a means to brag. I feel like I'm just not super picky or anything. I just like my coffee. I have tea? Hell yeah. I also had chamomile tea earlier. I'm brewing mine? Hell yes. Coffee party in the coffee chat. Let's go. That's insane? What's insane? Oh, having 10 out of 10 coffees? I'm sending you a link on Discord. I wish this was my coffee. I'll check it out. Give me a second. I mean, it's kind of unfair, because I say my coffee's a 10 out of 10, but it's just the same coffee I have every day. Oh, that's really cute. Those are hedgehogs, huh? Yeah, that's a really cute coffee. We love hedgehogs, we love echidnas. I've always wanted to hold one. Oh yeah, absolutely you're allowed to participate with tea, that's fine. I had tea earlier. I just, when Horse mentioned coffee, I felt the need to get some more. But I also had tea earlier. Caffeinated drinks unite? Hell yeah. You know, it'd be funny one day to try and stream without my coffee. But I feel like I would just be extremely sleepy the whole time. Oh wait, did my avatar freeze? Just realized. You know, PSA announcement to anyone who, like, I guess, streams with, like, not a gaming PC and stuff. If you think that your technical difficulties are going to vanish with a gaming PC and well, more RAM and stuff, they won't. I still have technical difficulties all the time. I've been considering recently actually trying another stream PNG software that I found called PNG Tuber Remix or something, cuz that software makes your PNG follow your mouse around. So like I feel like that would work so well for the game I'm currently playing since I have to like move my mouse around all the time. It would look cute. I gotta look into that this week. All the diamonds, we are VR VIP party too. Yeah, true. True. Very true. Um yeah. I'm thankful you guys have been here for so long. It's kind of crazy cuz I don't stream as often and y'all have had the patience to save up those points. That's genuinely impressive. I am honored to have such cool people in my life. Alright, let's see what Echo says once again. She slowly takes her hands away from her mouth, nodding. It seems I must devour thy frail shell and consign thy soul to the abyss for all eternity. Thou shalt serve in my battle thrall till the plains grind to a halt. Thou art mine. Echo shuts her mouth again and begins to softly, quietly weep. No, what have we done? Oh, no. Wait, I think I saw a way to help you at Rashika's curiosity shop. Deva's tears. They're expensive, though.
Updated my journal.
Echo nods and produces a slip of paper from her clothes. It appears to be a promissory note in the amount of 1,000 commons, which the possessor can collect upon the brothel. She gives you a questioning glance. Yes, this will be enough. I'll be back when I have the tears. I think I don't need that money. I have enough money, I'm pretty sure. I have like 4,000, yeah. Anyway, let's go over there. No rain forecasted today, by the way. Take that, Bigot. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm glad.
Right.
I'm honestly glad.
Kip now.
I must rest.
Oh wait, this is not the place. Devas are kind of angel? Oh yeah, yes they are. They're kind of like Ganassi, right? Or am I wrong? Okay, let's look for Deva's Tears. Oh, wait, this is not it. Right? Yeah, this is not it. Here it is.
Updated my journal.
Oh, I can use the note. Okay. Rashika frowned slightly, examining the note. Well, I suppose I can have Standish fetch it later. Very well. Here you are. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Alright, let's go.
All right.
This is not the place. I don't know why I keep entering this place thinking it's somewhere else. More like Aasimar, Devas are mostly their guardians, but Devas have a very strict codex about good and law. They would not understand you deviating from right no matter the reason. Interesting.
Done.
I like that. That sounds really interesting. It makes sense too. I mean, if they're angels, they have probably a very high sense of like justice, right? That makes a lot of sense. I've brought you these Deva's Tears. They should soothe the tongue's cursing.
Updated my journal.
30,000. 30,000 XP. That's pretty big. She nods, smiling, and takes the vial from you. Echo places a few of the sparkling blue drops onto her tongue. I believe the tears are working. Yeah, they are. I can speak in my own voice once more. Oh, how I thank you. Echo squeezes your hand and bows her head gracefully, her eyes welling with tears of joy. Glorp indeed. Thank you for the glorp. Always appreciate it. It was my pleasure to help. Farewell, Echo. What do you mean farewell? We gotta talk to her. Echo waves pleasantly to you as you approach her. Greetings, sir, and well met once more. Hello, Echo. I had some questions. She nods. Is your name Echo? Is my first question. That's brilliant. She nods, smiling pleasantly. I had some other questions. Do you know anything about Raffle Puzzlewell? Echo nods and lowers her voice. In fact, I do. Not only does she exist, she has children. She what?
Updated my journal.
One of them is here, at times, Kesai Ceres. She is a child of Ravels, though she is loath to accept the fact. Who could blame her? She pauses for a moment, thinking. I have never gotten her to admit it, though I am sure 'tis true. Interesting, I had another question. What can you tell me about this place? The brothel is a school of sorts, where young women and prostitutes, she gives a wry smile, study the art of language and its subtleties. As our mistress, Grace might say, generally en route to becoming sensates. The brothel runs on the donations of its many patrons, who come here seeking something more than base physical pleasure in the company of a woman. Alright, we knew this. I think we can just go speak to Kesai now. Hag babies?
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
What do you mean, lie detector? Because we asked if her name was Echo? It's just really funny because this whole time we've been referring to her as Echo, right? But she can't speak, of course. But everyone calls her Echo. We call her Echo. Absolutely everyone calls her Echo. And for some reason, now when she speaks, we feel the need to ask her if her name is Echo is kind of interesting. I wonder why that is. Kesai Saris smiles warmly as you draw near her, pushing a wavy lock of hair away from her bright crimson eyes. Well, greetings once again. Something I can do for you? Kesai, are you Ravel's daughter? Kesai suddenly bares her teeth, her eyes narrowing to slits of blazing crimson. What? Where'd you hear such a thing? Echo told me.
Updated my journal.
Ridiculous. I think I'd know if that wicked hag was my own mother. Now stop bothering me about it. Who is your mother then? I don't know, alright. My father raised me. I never knew her. But do I look like a night hag to you? Well, there is the skin and the eyes, and maybe that's... yeah, it's an insult, but I'm gonna say it. I just thought explosive skellies, ovo? Oh no, that's true. Yeah, skeletons can be explosive. I agree. We can explode into piles of bones by sheer force of will. That is true. I do not possess such a talent at the moment, but that is something I aspire to do one day. Just explode into a pile of bones and then reanimate and what's the word? Reorganize myself into myself again. But that is true. That is factual. Kesai Saris glares at you, her eyes blazing. Perhaps we'll speak later, but I'm no longer in the mood. Farewell.
I must rest.
Let's see. Ridiculous. I think I know if I was... that wicked hag was my own mother. Now stop bothering me about it. Interesting. So we've made progress. There's no doubt about that. But I must ask a question that I've asked at least 1,000 times throughout this playthrough, and that is, what now? Literally, what now?
Your mastery of discipline is impressive, Dakon.
In the eyes of
Surely you're being too
a long road must I still travel. This is but the beginning.
Hello, Echo. I had some questions. What are you doing here? I am a student here, as are all the prostitutes. We seek to better learn the art of language in order to stimulate the minds, to heighten our awareness of ourselves and others, and create new ways of experiencing another person. She pauses, lost in thought. Go on. Well, I've been without the ability to speak for so long. Most patrons came to me seeking someone to listen, someone attentive and capable of understanding them, that they could speak to, free of interruption and the like. Now that I can speak once more, I wonder if the time has come for me to move on, leave the brothel and become a sunset. A sunset? A member of the Society of Sensation. Ask Fall from Grace or someone at the Civic Fest Hall if you would know more of them. Tell me about this place. Okay, I did ask that before, that's okay. Okay, so, now that we've helped Echo, what else do we do? let's go downstairs. I don't think I can do anything down there then, still, but it's worth a shot, I guess. Explosive Fury is a thing. I did draw it last week. You did? That sounds like a fun drawing. Just a whole head kapow? That's interesting. Okay, so the caretaker doesn't say anything still. And I assume I can't interact with these still. Yeah, I can't. Okay, so maybe Quell has something to say now about, like, Kesai? Because he was the one that told me that there was, like, a, there might still be, like, a living piece of Ravel, which is Kesai at this point. Okay, before I do, let me save, because I've made a decent amount of progress. If my game were to crash right now, it would have been a real pain. I had some questions. I'm skipping through this because I already knew it. How might I find her? Okay, yeah, he doesn't say anything new.
I must rest.
Someone tell me to get off my ass and get shit done. Velatro is too addicting. Have you fed the cats? Have the cats been fed? Do you need to do anything urgent right now, or can you chill him? Can you afford to chill and play Velatro? Because if you've got stuff done, I see no reason to be in a rush. Sorry if I'm a bad influence. Yeah, I can't let them starve. You can. No, you gotta feed them. You gotta feed them. You gotta go. You gotta go feed them, Fury. I gotta shower before I go, but that's about it. Nice. Yeah, I mean, if you have time to relax, why not? Playing Velatro doesn't seem like such a bad thing. Can someone feed me? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I hope this helps, son. I hope you receive the pizza. I can feed art? I mean drawings? Hell yeah, that helps too, I'm pretty sure. So my logic here, since we know that Kesai is Ravel's daughter now, my logic here is that since we're able to speak through to Ravel through this sensory stone, maybe by doing this we can ask her about it and see what she says. So let's see what happens. As Guild Wars 2 players, we are used to eat letters or drawings too. True. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, flashing its brightest, becoming more than you can bear, so much so that you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes to merge into the experience. Okay, I think I'm gonna skip through a large portion of this because I read it before. So let's see. Ravel, I have returned. There is silence. Ravel? It is I again. Ah, my precious man. There is a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp and suddenly barely you can see, with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut, upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Look up. Okay, I read this before. Ravel, I have many questions for you. You must find me, my precious man, but how I do not know. I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now, listen. For there is much you must do to find me. 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Key. To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festive hall. Many, yet only one there who knows the knowing of what the key is that you need loosen his tongue. And okay, I did do that. I'm pretty sure he's speaking of Quell. When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? I don't think I need to be here. I failed the final ante? Is that how you say it? So I guess that's excuse enough. Fair enough. Well, Finn is here now. Who am I to deny cuddles? True. Hell yeah, cat cuddles. Hey, if Finn says play Balatro, I see no problem there. You must play Balatro. Unwritten rule of D&D is do not mess with hags.
Right. We need to set up camp.
They can only end bad. I believe it, yeah. I mean, the Lady of Pain and Ravel seem pretty dangerous. Okay, so let's now look up, is it Kesai? Yeah, Kesai. Echo told me that Ravel actually has living children. I asked Kesai Saris if she was Ravel's daughter, and she became quite upset. She doesn't want to believe it. If what I've been told of her is indeed true, I just have to find a way to prove it to her. Children, plural. Yes, that's true. I'm a commit today? What do you mean? Are you working on more art? Do you know others? I don't know that I do, no. I don't remember, at least. You'll see later, Coffee? Okay. Wait. I may be braining. I may be processing that information. We'll see. We'll see shortly, I suppose. I guess I could ask Kesai if she has family, right? It would be that easy, perhaps. If she feels like sharing, that is. I think lasagna first? Hell yeah. Lasagna sounds like a plan, my god. I kind of want lasagna now. What are you? I guess I'm gonna ask, what are you? I'm plain touched, actually. That's all you need to know. I'm gonna keep asking, are you Ravel's daughter until she, like, just accepts it? Kesai Saris. I don't know if I know who she's related to. Maybe Echo can say something about it? No. Does anyone say anything else about Kesai? I heard that Kesai Saris is Ravel's daughter, is that true?
Updated my journal.
I too have heard such a rumor, but I do not know. Perhaps another of the women here can give you the answer. If not Kesai herself, ask Juliet. She and Kesai were once good friends before Juliet met Montag. Okay. Where is Juliet? I tried various lasagnas lately, still experimenting. Nice. What kind of lasagnas did you have? Greetings. Come ask thy questions of me, I take it? Yes, I have. I heard that Kesai Saris is Ravel's daughter, is that true?
Updated my journal.
Ravel, I thought I might have heard that name before. I know not the truth of it, but I have heard such a rumor. Thou may wish to ask Kimasi Addertongue that very question. They are half-sisters, thou see. Are they? Interesting. Sorry, my voice cracked violently there. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Let me drink some more coffee. I wonder if that's a Romeo and Juliet reference. Could be, I suppose. I don't know enough about this Juliet, but could be. Oh yeah, because she does speak in like an old English. I see what you mean, yeah. I think she's the only character here that speaks like that. Are they? Interesting. I had other questions. Okay, let's go over to Kimasi. Kimasi Addertongue. I think she's over here, actually. Yeah. Oh, it's you again. Just can't get enough of me, huh? I had some questions. I heard your Kesai Saris' half-sister, is that true? Yes, I'm related to that chubby, mewling, hook-nosed daydreamer. Same father, different mother, so... Damn, that's pretty brutal. I was hoping you could help me find if Kesai is really Ravel's daughter.
Updated my journal.
Kimasi frowns at you. Normally, I'd loathe to help you like this, but I have a feeling it upset that flirting, preening Doxy good and well. Tell her to ask our father. He's a powerful champion, so he ought to be able to call him right then and there. That'll get your answer. Champion? Yeah, exactly my question. Yes, champion. Kimatsu rolls her eyes. Didn't you hear me the first time? Ears all stopped up with the last of your brains running out of them? I'm asking what one is. You're clueless. She shakes her head sadly. All the while, a half-fiend Berg sort of like you. But you're half dung, I think. You smell it, at any rate. I'm just arguing at this point. Yeah, I'm just arguing. She's not gonna tell me what a champion is. Alright, let's go back to Kesai.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
If we can find her.
I must rest.
Did I pass her? Oh, there she is. That's Romeo's family name in Romeo and Juliet. Oh wait, what? Did I miss something? Well, she's Juliet and her lover is Montague. That's Romeo's family name in Rome. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, it probably is a reference then. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that. I had some questions. Kesai. I talked to Kimasi. She told me she's your half-sister and that Ravel's your mother. Kesai snarls, her eyes blazing with malice. That hells. How I loathe that woman. Why would you even believe that sort of tripe? She says that you deny it, and in fact, may not know it, but that it's true. She said you could ask your father, that he would tell you.
Updated my journal.
Ovo? Very true, very true. If a demon and a plain-touched woman love each other... If a demon and a plain-touched woman love each other really much? What do you mean? You mean Kimasi and Kesai? Kesai stares at you silently for a time. Give me a moment. She turns from you and begins to mutter softly. The air seems to shimmer around her slightly and fills with a coppery smell, like warm blood. Wait patiently. Kesai remains turned away from you for a moment before finally coming to face you. I do not want to believe that wicked hag may have been my mother. I have lived long, I do not appear to age, and have disturbing dreams sometimes. She shudders. But still, I do not wish to be the inheritor of the evil she caused, nor draw the lady's gaze, as my mother did. Such evil things she did. Tell me what you know of her, will you? I heard she could pose impossible riddles to people. Riddles she could answer, but no one else could. She would devour the person if they answered incorrectly, or leave them dangling in her horrifying gardens, as examples to all. Those few who somehow escaped, she tormented... They said the thing! She tormented in their dreams, riding them like steeds, breaking their wills, and hurling their souls into the colorless oblivion of the grey waste. Go on. Champions are half-fiends? Oh, I see. Okay. Her magic was said to be beyond anything most had ever seen. It was imagination woven from nightmare and given substance. Stone and solid shapes, bent to her will like soft clay. The laws of the planes would bend beneath her feet, and from nothing, she could weave illusion, and from illusion, weave realities that could horrify and kill and confound. She was a mistress of all the dark arts, mistress and master of them all. She hounded a governor that dared quote sigil law to her, with shadows that devoured him, all but his tongue, his fingers, and the flesh of his face. She turned mercy killers inside out, and shattered buildings of those who displeased her. Terrible, terrible powers were at her command. She changed her shape like water, and would use it to destroy some for amusement, and to steal knowledge from others. She was a monster, like all that has been spawned from the Grey Waste. In the end, she threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains come rolling in like a wave. Fortunately, she did not succeed. She existed solely to cause malice. I do not know if she is dead, but I know now that she was my mother. Kessai's shoulders slump, and her head hangs down. Oh. That I had tears, so that I could weep with sorrow. Try and comfort her. Yo, Rock Angel, how you doing? Welcome in. Ah, shit. My friend I'm meeting at the picnic is gonna be there early, which means I'm gonna be late. Hi, Rock Angel. I don't know that I have a follow age command. I'm pretty sure I don't, actually. Oop, sorry, I think I'm experiencing some internet troubles. Sorry for the silence. I think I'm just having some internet troubles. I'm like dropping frames like crazy again. Oh, sorry. In my internet troubles, I didn't like fully process your message, Fury. Sorry about that. My friends I'm meeting at the picnic is gonna be early, which means I'm gonna be late. Oh no. Well, don't let me hold you back. If you need to get ready, please do. And have a really fun day. I hope it's wonderful. I hope you get to hang out with them, and I hope it's a lot of fun. Thank you for stopping and hanging out here. But yeah, absolutely, do not let me hold you back. Please get ready and have fun. Apologies, I'm waiting for my internet to get back on track. It's weird because it says it's just the bit rate again. I'm just from months ago. Alright. Fuck. I think I more or less fix it. I'm just gonna finish this quest that I'm on, and I'm gonna call it a stream. But yeah, sorry for the internet troubles once again. I don't rightly know what's happening. It's just my internet service provider, very likely. It seems less laggy, but I had to lower the stream resolution, and I also had to lower my bitrate to make it work. But I think it's working more or less now. Somewhat. Cause I'm seeing it dip, and anyway. It is fine. Let's speak to Kesai once again just to restart the dialogue and to not lose context. Okay, so since she's daughter of Ravels, it means that, well, a piece of her is part of the portal. That's where we left off, basically. She's part of the key that we need to get access to Ravel. So basically, I'm asking a piece of her to get to Ravel. I need you to give me a piece of yourself, Kesai. She looks alarmed. Pardon? The portal key to Ravel's maze is a piece of her, and you are her blood. It is close enough. Kesai gasps. You intend to seek her out? Her surprise quickly changes to an expression of wariness. What would you need of me? Your blood, most likely only a drop or two, I'm sure. She nods. But do you have some way to carry it? A piece of cloth? Like a handkerchief or something? Yes, here.
Updated my journal.
Kesai takes the handkerchief and gingerly pricks the tip of her finger on one of her fangs. After letting several drops of blood soak into the cloth, she returns it to you. You're placing yourself in grave danger. You know, even if the stories of my mother are greatly exaggerated, she's horribly powerful and completely evil. Good luck.
Experience has increased my skills.
I have arrived from rest. Hell yeah. I'm glad to see you again, son. How was your rest? How has the rest of your Sunday been? What have you been up to? Just napping? Okay, let's save, because that was a very important quest that we just did. So we had the key now to the portal. Or to the door, I suppose. I guess we just need to find the door, which was said to be in my inventory. That's kind of confusing. Let's go back to Quell and see what he says. I didn't even have time to drink my coffee. No, I'm so sorry, Fury. That's rough. Hey, maybe, who knows? Maybe there's coffee at the event. And if not, maybe you can just, I mean, maybe the good vibes alone carry you. Maybe there's no need for coffee today. I'll bring it with me? Okay, well, that's smarter. Yeah, you could probably do that. Just resting? Nice, son. I'm glad to hear. Well-deserved resting, too. I'm going to speed through the dialogue a little bit just because we've read this 1,000 times at this point. Can you tell me how to get to her maze? All mazes have portals. This much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. This is how the lady fashions them. I do not know how the portal... Do not know the portal, its location, or even its form. But I am told its key is a piece of ravel. Okay, so he just doesn't know anything.
All right.
I've been coming back to him for nothing. I mean, that's kind of a lie. He has helped a little bit, but like... not as much as I would have hoped. So let's ask Ravel herself again. Because I'm pretty sure I can ask her about the door again. I think I'll start creating my character, and after picking a server. Do you have a server that you... Do you already have a server in mind? Because my server is Cactor, the server I'm on. I mean, unless you have friends that are in other servers, that's the one I'm at. I'm gonna type it out just in case. That's the name of the... Sorry, that's the name of the server I'm at. I'll re-download it. I'll re-download it and let's see if we can link up. That'd be cool. Okay, let's ask about the door. The door is a finished thing, and you carry it with you now. Very good, very clever, my precious man. What part of finding Ravel do you have? What door do you speak of? The door is a finished thing, and you carry it with you now. I mean, I have the key. It seems like she doesn't say anything else apart from the fact that I have the door, apparently. It's a finished thing. Like, it probably is this thing. Right? I'm assuming this is the thing. I don't know why I'm assuming this is the thing. Unless it's this, but either way I would have to identify it. Oh, take care, Fury. Have fun. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have an excellent time at the Pride event. Thank you so much for hanging out.
We need to set up camp now.
You know, something... I feel like my whole journey through this game is like... I figure something out, and after I do, I'm immediately lost and confused again. But I guess that's just the nature of me not knowing D&D very well. And again, I don't mean that as like a diss on the game at all. I love this game.
Right.
But it doesn't take from the fact that I am confused. It is a finished product. So it must be this. It must be this. It must be this. I'm convinced that this is the portal. But, like, the question is, now what? Right? What if I... I just wonder if another character may be able to identify it. But I don't think that's a thing. No.
I must rest.
Alright. Well, that's fine. I think for now, since we've made a lot of really good progress today, I think what I'll do for now is I'll call it a stream for today. And then next stream, I plan on trying to figure out how to identify these things and just figure out what they are and how they can help me. So, yeah. But thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for hanging out, even though I've had multiple instances of, like, internet troubles and stuff. I really do appreciate it. These internet troubles are gonna persist for the time being, unfortunately, until I figure out my problems with my ISP. But for now, thank you everyone for hanging out. It really does mean a lot. I hope y'all have an excellent Sunday. I hope you're enjoying Pride Month. I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves, and it's always wonderful to see you all. Until next Sunday, take care, and have a beautiful week. Thank y'all for being here. Until then. Bye-bye.